Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a 4-liter head. A couple weeks ago I saw a guy on Facebook. He was in the forums on 4-liter forums and 4-liter performance forum. He was asking why his head has a different valve stem seal. And I figured, you know what? I'm doing that right now. Wow, words are hard. Hard's a word. I figured I might as well explain this to you guys. So try to keep this simple and easy and quick. So I'm putting in new valve guides because they were all worn out. And so we got new guides here. Now there is 2 different lengths because the exhaust and intake are different lengths on the guide. You can see that here. If we look, the exhaust hangs down just a little bit more than the intake does. So we got 2 different lengths here. These are the guides available for the correct length. Now, I like to make everything the same if I can. So this is the length that they give for the intake, that's the exhaust. Then what they do is, because the original guides are a .530, and they use this metal clad stem seal. So this dimension right here is 530, but this is a 502 guide because you drill these to a 1/2 inch and then you have a 2/1000 press. Well, the exhaust guide does not have this shoulder. So what I end up doing is I just use a lot of these. I use this guide on all of them, and then I shorten the guide to the right length once I have it installed. So what I do is I just use a positive viton seal like this, and then it's a 1/2 inch. So it's a 1/2 inch seal. So this will go on here perfectly. It won't fit on this because it's too big. So if you see a positive viton seal and it measures 1/2 inch, there's nothing wrong with that. That's the way I do things because I think it's just easier to make them all 1/2 inch instead of a 530. So some having 1/2 inch, some having these metal clad seals. So I like to make them all the same. So I just put these in all of them and then I shorten them to length once they're installed. So that's just the way I do things. So if you run into having different valve guide seals and all that, don't worry about it. Just measure it and then talk to your machinist. I'm sure he's got buckets of these sitting around because I know I do. Auto parts store, I'm sure they'll have something like that. So thought I would just give a little tip in why I do what I do and why you're probably running into that if you have a used motor or something like that and you don't know what's going on inside there. Thanks for watching. See you later.